Hey guys, LevelCap here, and today in gaming, those Dead Space rumors are stacking up, Microsoft Flight Sim is getting a big FPS boost, we got a new Call of Duty leak, and much more. It looks like rumors about a new Dead Space game being in development are true. EA updated the game's official YouTube channel for the first time in several years with a new avatar. The previous avatar was uploaded in 2013 when Dead Space 3 launched. It's been replaced by a more generic image of Isaac Clarke's iconic helmet. And while this might seem like a minor thing, it's a strong indication that a new Dead Space game will be announced soon. The going rumor is EA will reveal a new Dead Space title during EA Play Live on the 22nd. GamesBeat writer Jeff Grubb alleges EA Motive are developing the game. It's reportedly a reimagining of the series and not a direct sequel of any of the previous games. EA famously canned the original developers of the Dead Space franchise, Visceral Games, after Dead Space 3 failed to meet sales expectations. Since then, the indie scene has been a breeding ground for incredible horror titles, but few AAA studios have produced standout titles in the genre. Assuming all these rumors about a new Dead Space game are accurate, it'll be interesting to see a big-name developer throwing their hat into an arena dominated by smaller studios. The Dead Space name has a lot of weight behind it. EA Motive have big shoes to fill. Microsoft Flight Simulator is getting a major update later this month that dramatically improves performance. The developers revealed the update in a live stream recently. They rewrote huge chunks of the game's engine to maximize performance. This is likely being done to ensure a smooth experience for Xbox Series console players. On average, it looks like players on mid-range PCs can expect an extra 20 to 30 FPS depending on the scene. The update is still in testing, so those metrics will vary depending on your hardware. The developers showcased the update on a PC with an RTX 2060 Super and Intel i7-9700K at 4K with a 40% resolution scale on ultra settings. And technically that is a little bit below a 1080p output, so the gains will probably be a bit lower if you're playing at 1080p or above. The key improvement with the update is that it eliminates stuttering caused by 100% CPU utilization. Whenever a process takes up 100% of your CPU cycles, any interruption caused by other applications can have a massive impact on performance. This update frees up about 25% of the CPU for background processes, leading to a smoother overall experience. So even if you're not suddenly getting 300 FPS with this update, whatever you do end up getting should be much smoother. Blizzard's Battle.net launcher accidentally leaked the working title for this year's Call of Duty game. Database tracker BlizzTrack lists it as Call of Duty Slipstream. The logo attached to the listing has very strong World War II vibes, which is in line with previous leaks that this year's entry in the franchise would be a sequel to Call of Duty World War II. Until now, the working title for the game was allegedly Vanguard. In terms of concrete info, we know the game is being developed by Sledgehammer Studios and is slated for a launch this fall. Beyond that, everything else is speculation. Escape from Tarkov's latest update came with a server wipe. The official patch notes list mostly bug fixes, but the developers say there are several undocumented changes for players to discover. They'll release proper patch notes in a few days. So far, players have found a new weapon malfunction system that can make guns jam. A new level requirement has been placed on the flea market. The factory map has been expanded and now features a boss. There's also some other new additions like a scav reputation system and sorting table for inventory management. Fan-made remake of GoldenEye 007 and Far Cry 5 has been restored after MGM issued a DMCA claim forcing Ubisoft to remove it. The creator of the remake, Crawleywood, has re-uploaded the levels with some key details like names and assets reworked to avoid legal trouble. Benchmarks for AMD's new Zen 3 APU look very promising. They're currently only available in pre-built machines from OEMs, but benchmarks are now available from people that have purchased these PCs. Running at 1080p on low settings, CSGO, Rainbow Six Siege, and Extreme Racing Horizon 4 all ran well over 60 FPS. That's pretty incredible and shows enormous potential for gaming without a dedicated GPU when using AMD's APUs. They'll hit store shelves as standalone products in August. If you're in the market for a new gaming PC, it may be worth looking into these APUs to hold you over until GPUs are more readily available. It sounds like Hunt Showdown's hit registration issues are getting sorted out. Players have been complaining for a while now that the game would sometimes ignore their shots entirely for no apparent reason. These reports date back to 2019, and Crytek recently figured out the problem. Apparently, it was caused by the game's server thinking a player was already dead before they fired a shot. They included a fix for the problem in the most recent May update, and players say it worked. However, there's also been an uptick in kill trades because of the change. The game is getting a new map sometime this month, and it seems likely that Crytek will continue tuning hit registration in future updates. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut Edition has been officially announced. It leaked earlier in the week. It'll offer 4K 60fps gameplay on PlayStation 5, includes enhancements like Japanese lip sync and DualSense haptic feedback. It also adds an expansion to both the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 versions of the game with a new island to explore. It launches on August 20th. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart just got an update that adds 120 FPS output support and fidelity graphics mode that runs at 40 FPS. The game has been very well received, specifically for its incredible presentation. This update overall is just icing on the cake, and it also fixes a variety of bugs. Diablo 4 will feature more character customization than any previous game in the franchise. Players will be able to change their character's face, hairstyle, facial hair, jewelry, makeup, and more. Some of the options will be class-specific to help give all the characters a unique appearance. Unlike past Diablo games, your character will appear in cutscenes for Diablo 4, so you'll get to see your custom character quite often when playing through the story. You'll also see them in the inventory screens and social menus. Valheim's overly aggressive monsters have been toned down. The game recently got an update that makes monsters attack your buildings if they can't get to you directly. But the change went a bit too far and made monsters prioritize buildings over your character. It was so bad that monsters were even attacking their own buildings. The developers were supposed to be on vacation right now, but they just released an update to resolve the issue. Monsters will now prioritize attacking the player first and only go after buildings if there's no clear path to you. Before we get to our final story, I just wanted to say thanks for tuning in. If there was a story that stood out to you today, leave your thoughts about it in the comments. We're always interested to hear what stories and games interest you. A modder has figured out how to get AMD's Fidelity FX Super Resolution Upscaler working in Grand Theft Auto 5. FSR works like NVIDIA DLSS, upscaling your game from a lower resolution while using some tricks to improve visual quality. And the performance gains are substantial, but FSR still lags behind the visual quality of DLSS. That said, Grand Theft Auto 5 doesn't natively support either tech. The mod adds FSR to GTA 5 by using a pre-compiled version of FSR from another game. AMD said enabling FSR would be incredibly straightforward, but it's impressive to see it being this easy. FSR doesn't rely on any sort of driver plugin, so it should technically work with any game or nearly any hardware. Obviously, you should be wary of modding a game like GTA 5 since Rockstar regularly bans players for cheating or modding in multiplayer. But the future looks really bright for FSR if modders can create drag and drop solutions to any game. And that wraps it up for Today in Gaming. As always guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is Level Cap signing off.